my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Whadey versus ittihad. Alright, so let's get into this. As you can see, ittihad have the ball. Benzema takes the ball, takes a touch, and what I like is that he notices his player that has occupied the space right behind the defenders, because I don't think any defender has noticed there's a man here and there is a good amount of space for him to take on the shot. And that's another thing about Benzema. It's not always that he'll always play here, waiting for the ball, hoping to turn a defender. Sometimes he'll just operate in this region here. You know what? This word of drawn is not enough to describe how well Benzema works outside of the box. This whole area here, he will just occupy it and then just be waiting for someone to make a run so he can supply the ball, or be waiting to do a 1-2 with his teammates. And this here, he passes it in. That's a lovely finish, but what play from Benzema. They thought it was offside, but it wasn't offside. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, so this is an unfortunate case of goalkeeper error. So the player heads it out, but the only thing I could say is that when you're heading it out, make it go this way, that way, because if you kick it out straight, more often than not, you usually find an opposition player. But it's a clearance. There should be someone to maybe try and block the shot, because he is near. He can go in front of the ball, because I've taken this as the ball is already somewhere here. But it's more of a snapshot. But yeah, I think that's the only critique I could give. Like, maybe he should have headed it to the side, but still, that's a good snapshot. It catches the keeper out. And also, I think the keeper, he wanted to claim it, but he should have just taken it either. Like here. Oh, yeah, he hit it quick. Yeah, I see why. Because he doesn't even give the ball a chance. He just whacks it, snapshot. It goes for the middle, but because I think the goalkeeper wanted to hold it, but unfortunately, he should have just palmed that out. And that strike right there is the reason why they say you will not score if you do not shoot, because he hit the middle of the goal, but it still went into the back of the net. Yeah, there's nothing much the goalkeeper could have done. He should have palmed it out, but that was a ferocious strike. Yeah, too bad for the keeper. Alright, so what I assume here is that they're trying to play a high line, because when they start running, all players were about somewhere here, and this is one of the problems I have with high line. Either high line, yeah, it was a high line because the keeper did move a bit forward when he took the kick, and maybe there should have been somewhere here. But if you're playing a high line, please keep your eye open for the opposition player, because they didn't assume he would be so quick to, not really that quick, but they didn't assume the opposition player would be following into this line they've made, and then he passes it to Benzema, and now this is the sad part, because people do get back. People are running back. But here, okay, what I like is that he closes this angle here. So he's done his job. His job is to make sure this player does not go this side and probably take a shot to either side of the goal, maybe here or there. He's done his job quite well. He's done his job, because here's the thing. If immediately he lays this ball, he is obviously going to move into the player or block him from, going towards Benzema. So this guy here, it's now his duty to make sure he also doesn't allow Benzema a shot on goal. But here's what happens. See, as the player lays the ball down, the player that's supposed to take care of Benzema, like he steps. Look, as he buckles down, it's like he moves backwards, then he puts his body back, then puts his body front, rather than moving straight ahead. And that is the vital difference. Just those few inches is what Benzema used to score. Now look at how high that line is. Look at how high that line is. Oh, sorry. Here should be somewhere here. Now look. That is very, very high, and you can tell they're intentionally playing a high line. There's this thing, you can't play a high line without pressure, but the goalkeeper is on the ball. I'm not really sure if anyone would be willing to go and press the goalkeeper, considering they have 1-2, but that's the whole point of pressing, is to put people under pressure. But if you're going to be this high, you have to have men you just can't let a ball like this. Okay, it's difficult to explain because the thing with pressing is that the whole point is to prevent the opposition from playing back. But right here, they are very, very, very relaxed. Because if you're playing a high line, you cannot play a high line without pressure, because when pressure starts, I mean, when you give pressure, you prevent the opposition from playing in behind you, and you increase their chances of making a mistake. But in this case, how many people are behind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's assume midfielders. 1, 2. That's my assumption. I'm not saying they're midfielders, but they're in the midfielder zone, something like that. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're telling me this team was only going to apply pressure on the opposition with 2 players. All I know is that something is not right. Something is not right. There are too many men back for a team that's playing a high line without putting any pressure. And then this is the smart thing about these two. They know they're offside. They are not even going to bother to try to get back onside. What they're going to do is they're going to wait here, and this guy, he's onside. So immediately this guy, he makes the run, he's onside. What's going to happen is, since if this guy takes the ball, he's in front. For example, this is the guy here. If he passes the ball to a person who is behind the ball, that person is offside. I mean, that person will be onside. They will be onside, and that nullifies the whole point of the offside trap. But this, I don't think they really had to do this, but it's quite a funny goal to concede, because they just look at that, and the curve is very good. That's a very well curved run. But this team, they shouldn't have been moving so high. What I like is this: he takes it down, but this guy here, you see, he didn't really anticipate, because he thought that Benzema was going to push the ball forward instead of sideways. You can see that because he's slightly slouching back just to prepare himself for that movement, but he gets it wrong. And then you see, as he buckles his knees down, he took just that extra second to set up, because if he had got up quicker, he probably would have blocked that shot. And the keeper should have probably had this. Once again, Benzema. But is that Benzema? Is that him? I don't think it is. No, that's not Benzema. My bad. That's not Benzema. That was not Benzema. Alright, so yeah, no. I think somewhere here. Alright, so here. Ball is being played. He makes the run inside. This guy does a very good job, because he blocks it. He forces him one side and he blocks the shot. This time he's the one that does something right, but his teammates don't help him. They leave a man free and he puts it in the back of the net. And he puts his head down, because I don't know, maybe he feels he could have blocked it a different way, but at that point he did the best he could. This is a proper block. His teammates were supposed to be there for him, and they were not. But that's a very good shot from Bergwijn. Look at that. Look at that from Benzema. This man was having the game. He's out here enjoying himself. He is out here enjoying himself, Benzema. Look at that. Poof. And the funny thing is how they leave this gap here. They leave this gap here. So it's either a midfielder is supposed to be following Bergwijn, or I don't know, maybe he gambled that he would get the ball immediately from Benzema, and then he didn't get it, so he left this space. But that's what Bergwijn exploits. And this, he takes the touch, brings it down. Unfortunately, it hits the post. But that is just such good play from Benzema and Bergwijn. Alright, so here, he grabs the ball. Look at that. Benzema takes it. What he does, when he takes it, he doesn't just take the ball. What he does is that he was here, right? And he moves here. And knowing this team, they're probably going to try someone to mark Benzema, which is this guy. So he's going to be pushed forward. He is also going to be pushed forward for some reason. And what that would do is open the space that this player will use to score the 4th goal. It's poetry in motion in a way. Big Benz. Look at that. He gets the ball. He plays it in. He takes a lovely touch. And then he scores. Look at that. He appreciates the workmanship from Benzema. Look at that. And that's the thing about Benzema. He doesn't need to be in the box always to affect the game. He's a number 9, but he can also facilitate play for his teammates. He is very, 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 very good at that. He doesn't always need to be in here and struggling with defenders. No, he can do his work from outside. Look at that. He drags everyone out. He leaves space. This guy here, you know what? This, although I was about to say he was playing him onside, but let me look at all this. He's definitely well onside, and this, look at that, how he takes it on. Big Benz, he doesn't need to be in the box to do any. He doesn't always have to be in the box. He can affect the game even from outside. He is very, very good at that link-up play, but otherwise, Al Ittihad scored 4. Benzema masterclass. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next match analysis.